The feeling of willingly move crowds is so thrilling. Even Prince Charles is willing to pay shillings.
Hello, world. Welcome to another episode of Songs in the Key of G with your host, me, Mark G. Now, in tonight's episode, we are going to feature another one of my favorite songs. This one by the late, great MF Doom. Not only Doom, but another hip-hop giant as well. The great Madlib. Yes, I'm talking about their collaboration, collectively known as Madvillainy, from the album Madvillainy, and the song tonight is Great Day. Now, the Madvillainy collaboration is so monumental that I could have picked any track off this album. This album is an absolute banger, so if you are not familiar with it, you should get familiar with it right away. But I settled on the song Great Day because that has always kind of been my favorite. It's just one of those songs that kind of puts me in a good mood. I love the lyrics and I love the beat. MF Doom's story is an interesting one to say the least. I first became familiar with him in 1989 when he used to go by the name of Madlib'S. As part of the group KMD, he was featured on the third bass song The Gas Face from the classic Cactus album. Born Daniel Dumoulin, and interestingly enough nicknamed Doom by his childhood friends, Doom began rapping in his early teens. In 1988, under the moniker Madlib'S, he formed the group KMD, as I mentioned before, consisting of his younger brother, DJ Subrock, and also Rodan, who was later replaced by Onyx the Birthstone Kid. After the feature on The Gas Face, they caught the attention of famed hip-hop A&R Dante Ross, who helped them get a deal with Elektra and put out their first album, Mr. Hood, in 1991. Now, Mr. Hood was met with some critical acclaim, and there were some notable singles from that album, most notably Peach Fuzz, but also Who Me. Continuing on the momentum of their first album, they began work in 1992 on their second album, Black Bastards. Between the first and second album, Onyx the Birthstone Kid left the group, leaving only Madlib'S and DJ Subrock. So they began work together in 1992 on Black Bastards. But in 1993, DJ Subrock is tragically killed after being struck by a car.
Not only does this leave Madlib'S heartbroken at the loss of his brother, but it also leaves him in the position where he needs to finish the album by himself. He does finish the record, but even before the record's release, a controversy begins when a couple of music writers get a hold of the title and the cover to the record. They proclaim it offensive and pressure Elektra to not release the record.
It ends up causing so much controversy that Elektra drops him and shelves the album for good.
So the record wasn't released commercially, but in subsequent years has been released independently. It's a shame, too, because the record is absolutely a step up from the first one. I urge you to check it out.
At that point, Madlib'S disappears. We don't really know what he was doing for 6 years until he reemerges in 1999 under the moniker MF Doom, dropping the album Operation Doomsday.
Taking inspiration from the Marvel character Dr. Doom, Madlib'S is reborn as MF Doom, the supervillain.
Now, there are a lot of MF Doom releases, a lot of collaborations, a lot of great things that he has done under different names. I love all that stuff, but to me, there are 3 albums that really, really resonate with me. One is Operation Doomsday, the other is Food, and the other one is Madvillainy. Those 3 albums I love. All the other ones are great. Don't get me wrong. I do have the collaborations with Czarface and the King Ghidra and the Victor Vaughn.
And of course, I can't forget about the Adult Swim themed collaboration with the great DJ Danger Mouse.
I have that stuff. But there's something about those 3 albums. I truly think those are immortal hip-hop classics.
Now, even though this video focuses on the lyrics of MF Doom, I don't want to sleep on the contribution of Madlib to this project because this was a perfect combination. And he also has a list of alter egos who contribute to this album as well. He is amazing, and he puts a masterclass on in chopping and filtering samples. It's just beautiful. He's nice on the mic too. And in fact, at the time, Madlib was the cornerstone of my favorite independent label run by one of my personal heroes, Peanut Butter Wolf, the great label Stone's Throw. And when asked by Peanut Butter Wolf, who out there would you like to work with? Madlib's answer was MF Doom. And so this incredible project was born. The beat begins with this beautiful sample from a song called How Can You Believe, from kind of an obscure instrumental album that was put out by Stevie Wonder. Doom then comes in offering us his interpretation of the 1986 R&B song from the group Ready for the World, Let Me Love You Down. It never really mattered too much to me that I was just too damn old to MC. It still makes me laugh to this day. Doom then comes in with a no-hook 40-bar barrage delivered in that classic MF Doom style. A series of rhyming couplets consisting of non-sequitur streams of consciousness, but strung together so brilliantly and with such detail and craftsmanship that it's just astounding to listen to, full of humor and double entendre and just superior emceeing skill. Looks like it's going to be a great day today to get some fresh air like a stray on a straightaway. Hey you, got a light? Nah, Bud Light. Early in the morning, face crud from like a mud fight. Looky here, it's just the way the cookie tear. Prepare to get hurt and mangled like Kurt Angle rookie year. The rocket scientist with the pocket wine list. Some even say he might need some psychiatrist. Doom, are you pondering what I'm pondering? Yes, but why would the darn thing be wandering? She's like a foundling, barely worth fondling. My posse's on Broadway like Mama I Want to Sing. Mad plays the bass like the race card. Villain on the case to break shards and leave her face scarred. Groovy, dude. Not to prove to be rude, but this stuff is like what you might put on movie food. What is jalapenos? Get it like a whoopin' when you holler at your seniors. Dollar, he can overhear the hashish fiender. He just came from over there, the grass is greener. Last wish, I wish I had 2 more wishes, and I wish they'd fix the door to the Matrix's mad glitches. Spit so many verses, sometimes my jaw twitches. One thing this party could use is more booze. Put yourself in your own shoes and stay away from all the pairs of busted Tims you don't use. He only keep 'em to decorate. If you want to peep 'em, select a date and bring a deep check like checkmate. I kid you not, on the dotted line sign, ever since a minor kids considered him some kind of Einstein. On the diamond mine grind, she was dumb fine, but not quite the type that you might want to wine and dine. Couldn't find a pen, had to think of a new trick. This one he wrote in cold blood with a toothpick. On second thought, it's too thick. His assistant said, Doom, you sick? He said, true, through acoustics. Psycho. His flow is drowned in Lowry's seasoning. With micro power, he's sound and right reasoning. It's easy as pie, 3.14. One more, one false move, and they're done for. And that is emceeing brilliance. In preparation for this video, I asked myself, what is it about MF Doom that attracts me? And I think the answer is pretty simple, actually. He checks all boxes for me in terms of hip-hop. I love independent artists. I love independent labels. I love a focus on creativity and lack of image. I also love somebody who gives you permission to be a little bit weird because, quite honestly, I'm a little bit weird. Sometimes I wish I had a brain that was wired for math and reading the Wall Street Journal, but that's just not the guy I am. I'm wired to love music and make music, and that's just the way it is. So like MF Doom, I embrace it as well. We lost Doom in 2020, and it was a tragic loss. We miss you, man. So those are my thoughts on Great Day by the unbelievable combination of MF Doom and Madlib, collectively known as Madvillainy. As always, thanks for checking it out, and I'd like to take this time to remind you to be good to each other. We need a little bit more of that in the world these days. We truly do. And until next time, this is Mark G saying peace.
Love hip-hop to all the real MCs. Come on. If you love hip-hop to all the real MCs, come on. Come on. If you love hip-hop to all the real MCs, come on. If you love hip-hop to all the real MCs, come on.